Everyone write down. This question is in radian or degree.
Radian.
Okay. Everyone write down. This is in radian mode. You write as well.
Alright.
Now, everyone circle this and write down. Is this in radian or degree?
Degree.
Huh?
Degree. Oh.
Degree. So what you need to do is, first, can everyone write down tangent x equals to minus what value? Everyone take out a calculator, press sine 43 in degree mode. Now, please do the exercise. Otherwise, you are just blindly copying numbers. You don't know what's going on.
Negative sign one.
No, a negative I copy down here already. So I want to know sine 43 equal what? Negative 0.8 degree. Hello.
I mean degree.
0.6819. One more? 9. Alright, we just start at 5 because I know there are like 10 numbers there. Next, I need you to, so this is in degree mode. Huh? This is in degree mode. Now next, what I want you to do is change to radian mode and start to do the rest of the question. Meaning to say, first tell me the alpha. So Jiayan, what is your basic angle? What is your reference angle? In radian mode. Everyone press, check whether Jiayan is correct or not. Tangent inverse 0.68. Tangent inverse 0.68199. And what's the answer? 0.6938. Good, because if it's in radian, 0.59.
I never take out the negative sign.
Matthew, 5985. Stop. Why you put negative?
I never put negative.
You include negative here.
Okay, okay.
Because you cannot do this. Now, everyone cannot press tangent inverse sine 43. Cannot. Because tangent inverse sine 43, the sine 43 is in degree mode. The tangent inverse is in radian mode. Your calculator cannot handle tangent inverse sine 43 in degree and radian mode at the same time. So you have to do step by step because these two are in different mode. Do you understand? So if you try and press this, if you try and say, teacher, can I act smart and press this? It's wrong. You will never get the same answer. Because this is in mixture of degree mode and radian mode. Your calculator cannot handle that. So you have to first find sine 43 in degree mode first. Then use that number, key in radian mode. Then you can get the answer. From here, I will stop because I think you know how to do the second quadrant and fourth quadrant. Then after you can get the answer. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now, am I correct to say that this one got a problem? This one got a problem? Okay. Now, let me run through with you the normal procedure. And I want you to copy, but can you, those who are done, I'm sorry, can you divide the page to 2? But if there's no page, then you may need a post-it or a piece of paper behind to do it. Now, I'm going to show you the traditional way of doing, and I'm going to show you why is it wrong. Okay, now let's start. What is the traditional way of doing? Mingyuan, see, now you're very close to me. Very easy for me to call you. What's the first step? Cos theta minus 40 equals to 4/5. Now, what's the next step, Jiaxuan? Cosine? Cosine what? Inverse. Cosine inverse. But cosine inverse is to find what?
Reference.
Reference angle. Now, it's in degree. So, Tiffany, what is the reference angle? Please divide. If you are not done, please divide into two parts. What's the... Sorry? 36.86. Okay, so stop. Okay, done. Next. Now, once I find my reference angle, the next thing I need to write is Dexter. What must I write? Cosine positive. Excellent. Cosine positive is in which quadrant? Very good. Irfan, what do I write next? Equal to blank blank. But what do I write on the left hand side? Very good. Theta minus 40. So you all are learning very well. May I ask what is the first quadrant? Irfan, 36.86. Then the last one? 360 minus 36.86. Now, can I have my last answer? When I work out, both sides must what? Both sides must what? Plus 40, right? I must plus 40 here, must plus 40 here. Can I have the two answer, please? 76.86, 3, help me, 6, 3.86. Oh no, 13. Right. Then you ask yourself, hey teacher, this one is it my answer key wrong? How come I have one answer? I compare this with this. How come I got one answer? Though, but I don't have the second answer. There, I don't have. Now, the idea is this. The idea is this thing here is more than one cycle, right? So I need to reduce it to. I need to reduce it to. Okay, I write the wrong. Okay, I write in red because this is wrong. The idea here is minus 360 equals to 3.13. But this is a wrong idea because more than 360 is actually equals to 0. 360 is actually equals to 0. Now, Jingfeng, I go up, this is 30 degree. If I go one round, what is this? 360. But is it the same as 0? Yes, right? So I go one round, it's the same as 0 degree. But I say this is wrong presentation. You must never present your answer in like that. Like that, hey, minus 360. Then I get the answer. Cannot present like that. Then how do you present? So on the right side, I'm going to show you the actual method. So I want all of you to take down the correct method. So do you remember that? Do you remember that in solving trigo, do you need to copy? No need. Okay. Do you remember in solving trigo, we say there are 3 steps. First step is what? Find reference angle. Second step is? It's not 3.13, 0.14. No, chill. Both are okay because when I round up to one decimal place, it will be 3.1. No, no good. Will be 3.14 because this is truncate, right? So it should be 3.14. Okay, this one minus aside. This one is a small issue. Now, let me repeat again. First step is to find reference angle. Second step is to find the which quadrant, right? Third step is to find the angle itself. So basically, these 3 steps are correct, but there's a step 0. Okay. Now, but this step 0 is seldom used. But I will explain to you why is it happening in this question. But let me write down step 0 first. So can you write down step 0? Everyone? Check range. Check range. Can you write this down? It's important. Now, what do I mean by check range? First, let me write out the original range. So now back in blue. My original range is x is between 0 to 360. Okay, this is my actual range. But then I look at the question says theta minus 40. So what does that mean? This is x. Yeah, question got error again. This is theta, this cannot be x. Decide which one do you want, x or theta? Theta. Can we change this to theta, please? Can we change the theta, please? Theta sounds better because I change one time, my left hand side don't need to change. I change this to x, my left hand side got to change. Now let's continue. Theta is between 0 to 360. I want theta minus 40. So what I'm doing now, I highlight for you to see. I'm trying to compare this and this. Can you tell me what is the step to do? What must I do to here? Minus 40. So over here, over here, I must have minus 40, theta minus 40, 320. Do you follow? Because all the three must minus 40 altogether. So far can accept this saying? Good. Now, I will then now repeat the same step 1, step 2, and step 3. I draw for you. So the rest of the step is the same, so I don't copy now. So maybe you indicate on your paper, this was my step 1. This was my step 2. Right? So no change. The step 1 is still the same. 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 Step 2 is still the same. Now comes step 3 is the one that is different. Now how do I look it differently? Now step 3 is theta minus 40. So I will write down. I will write down theta minus 40. Sorry, Kunj, 36. Theta minus 40 equals to 36.86. Can you help me with a calculator? 360 minus 36.86 is 323.14. Right? Now, I'm going to highlight and show you what I want to tell you. This number is actually bigger than this number. 3, what? Don't get it. Step 3, I didn't change anything. Step 3, I still do theta minus 40, 38.86, quarter 1, quadrant 1, quadrant 4, 360 minus the thing. But what I do differently is I never bring over the 40 yet. I never. But I ask myself these two, and then I check the range. 36, is it between negative 40 to 320?
Yes.
Yes, right? No, this one, nothing wrong. This one, keep. This one, keep. So you can write down, this one, you want to keep. But this one, you need to reject. But why reject is because this one is bigger than 320. Do you follow? This is bigger than 320. So this is bigger than 320. So then how do I call out the quadrant? Fourth quadrant. Remember first and fourth, right? So we say that fourth quadrant can have two scenarios. Can you draw a quadrant now and draw a fourth quadrant? I can have this as the positive angle. So how do I find out this positive angle? I say this is 360 minus reference angle. Do you follow? Like the 323, how I get 323? I take 360 minus the 36. Then I get 323. All can follow the idea here. But I can also write the negative, the fourth quadrant in the negative angle. How? If I change the color of the pen, let's say I change it to green color, I can also choose to go down like that. If I go here is positive, I go here will be what? Negative. So this will be what? Negative 36.86. I know my reference angle is always 36.86. But if I choose to go down, it will be negative. Now check the range. Is this within the minus 40 range? Yes, right? This is within the minus 40 range. Therefore, your answer here should be comma minus 36.86. Theta minus 40 equals to 36.86. So you do exactly the same everything except this one. You cannot have this. You must write minus 36 because it's in the negative quadrant. And then what happened after next? I have to plus 40 on both sides, right? So I plus 40, I'll get 76. I plus 40, I'll get the 3.1. Oh, degree is in one decimal place. So the 4 or 3 doesn't matter, the last number. So then can you write down theta equals to 36.86 plus 40 minus 36.86 plus 40. Then round off to one decimal place, you get the final answer. Okay, so Tiffany asked an excellent question. Hey, when do we do step 0? Step 0 only affect fourth quadrant. I repeat, step 0 usually affect fourth quadrant. Reason? Because fourth quadrant, okay, so I write down the scenario. I write down the scenario. Step 0, check range. It's good for you to write down as well because then we have the common understanding. Step 0 usually affect cosine, theta minus angle. Only cosine, only, and only when I have a minus theta. Do you notice that from page 1 to page 8 we never check range? We never. You look back from page 1 to page, we never check range, and we never encounter this problem. So we will only encounter problem when we have cosine and it's always theta minus something that touch the fourth quadrant. Then it will affect. Because cosine is first and fourth. And when cosine first and fourth, it will touch the fourth quadrant. Then I will involve the minus angle. If let's say tangent, tangent is first and third, is that highly unlikely I will touch the third quadrant because the first angle is only acute angle. Acute angle is always smaller than 90, so it only affect one quadrant, and it only affect cosine positive. Do you follow? That is why check range sometimes we say is an optional step. Then the question, do we still check range? So back to the Jingfeng question. So do we want to check range? The answer is we should. Because if we don't check range, we will miss out 3.1. Most of the time is fine. But on question when cosine something, then we will miss out the angle. Okay? The heat rate is not high. I give an example. Next question. Will this be affected? Yes. Cosine minus will be affected. But I look up. Will this be affected? No. Not affected. You only affect cosine. And you only affect when there is a minus angle because you touch the fourth quadrant. Something like that. Yes, because negative will be second and third quadrant. Usually it will not affect. Somewhat like that. But if you're unsure, right, teacher very confusing. Sometimes you say check range, sometimes you do check range. Then check all range. So the next few question, can I do range with you? Can I pause the video and let you try this question? Everyone? If sine out of range also must reject actually. But the after divide by 2 usually is in range. Negative. Here is negative. Never. Never. The convention is counterclockwise is positive. Okay. Right. Can you now try F? Can you now try F? Okay, let me explain to you. Oh, sorry. H. Can you now try H? No, cannot. Take note, sorry, let me emphasize again. Kunj, if ever do 363, then the next one you say, hey, I minus 360, I get 3.13, can or not? The answer is no. Because logically, it doesn't make sense. Why did you minus 360? So the real reason is because there's a negative angle. Even though the answer looks like the same, but don't do that. Okay, let me explain. Those who don't understand this quadrant thing can come over here. Let me, which one don't understand? Which part? Okay, why I need to redraw the quadrant thing? Okay, because you realize that 363, usually this answer we reject because it's outside 360 right? But actually that is a real answer. Reason, because of check range. Because of this, you notice that theta is between 0 to 360, right? But this is theta minus 40. It's not theta leh. So what is theta minus 40? Theta minus 40 is between minus 40 to 320. So we need to check whether if we go down, will it be in the range or not? So let's say if the reference angle, if let's say the reference angle is 50, then if I go down, then what? This is what? Minus 50. Then I reject because it's out of this range. But if its reference angle equals to 10, then I go down. minus 10, this is within this range. Then I got to work with this answer. Because why? Because in the second step, is in the first and fourth quadrant. I have a fourth quadrant. But the positive one is out of range. Positive work out to be 363. But the negative one will work out to be in the range. So I have to include the negative angle. I have to include this negative. Because this is in the range. This is within the minus 40. But it seldom happen. It only happen with cosine and negative. This one, no, won't hit. This one won't hit. This one, there's no minus, won't hit. Won't hit. Won't hit. There's no minus angle. So most of the time it won't hit. 不会中。这个不会中，它是 plus 不会中 minus sign 不会中。为什么会中是 okay, what will it affect is because sign positive is first and second. So sign first and second, right, to go negative angle, this is minus 200 plus. This one is between 0 to 2 pi. You will not hit one. But the cosine one, when it's acute angle, sometimes it will hit the range, the negative. That's why it will affect. Now, can I check who is confused on? Check the range in radian, please. So, can I quickly sum up? So, step 0. How do I check range? Again, please cancel this to theta. Theta is between 0 to 2 pi. Theta minus pi over 4 is within what? Minus pi over 4. This one, 7 pi over 4. I just leave it at that first. Later then I press calculator to see what funny number this is. Is the check range okay? Is the check range okay? Now I then do step 1. Step 1, reference angle equal to what? Cosine. What? This one. 2 pi minus pi over 4. Press calculator. 2 minus 1 quarter. 2 minus 1 quarter. Then you get 7 pi over 4. Now, check range means this one will be... reference angle means cosine inverse 7 over 8. What do you get, Charlene? 0.5053. Ming still correct? Good. See, sitting close to me got help. Now, cosine is positive or negative? Positive. Isabel, cosine positive means which quadrant? 1 and 4. Now, 1 and 4 means my third step. Ming Yue, can you help me? What do I write? Theta minus pi over 4 equals to 0.5053, comma negative 0.5053. Matthew give up to find a positive angle already because he know that later he find positive angle, the positive angle will be rejected. Now what's the last step? Who is confused? Why like that? 360. Yeah. By right, you should venture into 2 pi minus 0.5053. Kunj, what's the answer? Can you give me the decimal number? .777. Stop. Can you tell me 7 pi over 4 is what decimal number? Try. 7 times pi over 4. What decimal number is that? 5.4. 5.7 is bigger than 5.4. Cannot. It's outside the range. Therefore, I must consider negative angle. So this is the process thought. Now, this negative angle must never come naturally. Must never. This negative angle must be triggered because this angle fall out of the range. Do you understand? Don't go and every question go and choose one pattern, go and come out with negative angle. You will die horribly. Okay? So only when the angle is outside the range allowed, 5.7, bigger than 5.4, then you tell yourself maybe there's a negative angle that is hidden. You can put it. There's nothing wrong to put 2 pi minus 0.5053. There's nothing wrong. But it's optional. If you write this, then teacher say, wow, you good, you understand this concept. Okay, but this don't come intuitively. Is that okay? With this, the syllabus for 7C is done. The rest is just repeating of the questions. All these kind of cosine with the theta minus something will exceed the range. Okay? Alright, will exceed. Usually. I say usually. Right, class dismissed. Everyone witness. 9:10 dismissed is recorded. Please go for your chemistry lesson. Today got test. Go. I will tell Mr. Xiao that your lesson is dismissed now. Go. Bye. See you tomorrow. Don't forget our gathering at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Because got meeting also got Muslim students.
This one right, the 2 times in right, is it
2x plus 2
2x
plus 2. Minus 2. 2x minus
minus
2.
then of 5 only times?
No, the 5 don't time. Please go. Run.